Hi, everybody. I'm just so pleased to be able to add my thanks and appreciation to all of you who are going to be honored today in our virtual employee recognition ceremony. Every year, over the last many decades, APU has gathered at the end of the academic year to honor you, the many employees who have spent many years and hours serving APU and honoring God in their work. And even more so at this time as we come out of the year and a half of the pandemic, it seems so important to honor the extra special efforts. And so we're grateful for you. You know that loyal and dedicated employees are the foundation of a successful organization. So congratulations on your service, and just so happy to be a part of this recognition. It reminds me of the parable of the talents, where the master in Matthew 25 was really evaluating his workforce, sensing how they were innovative, how they were productive when he came back and asked how they've done. And those who did well, he simply said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful. Enter into the joy of the Lord." So that's what we want to do today. We want to enter into the celebration of joy with you and thank God for your service and your commitment to this great university. May God bless each and every one of you.
Hi everyone, Rukshan Fernando here at Azusa Pacific University. So privileged and glad to be your provost, and just wanted to thank all the employees for the incredible work that you have done this year. Faculty and staff, you have indeed stepped into the gap by serving your colleagues, but also our students. As your provost, I regularly hear reports of the great work you are doing for our students and the ways that they have felt cared for, loved, and the fact that they experience a Christ-centered institution in their interactions with you. I also want to specifically thank the many retirees. You all have invested in your life in this great institution. We thank you for giving your talents and treasures to APU, and you have now woven an incredible legacy, one that honors God, but one that has impacted colleagues, faculty, staff, but also alumni for years to come. So retirees, thank you for the ways that you have engaged this institution, and we now stand on your shoulders to continue the excellent work that you have done here at APU. So again, thank you, wonderful to be with you, and God bless you.
Dr. Lena Badr, 17 years of service. School of Nursing. My favorite memory was when I used to take my students for a Lebanese dinner after the end of the semester and get to know them on a personal basis. Diane Baruth, 29 years of service. Athletics. My favorite memory was working and serving with all 4 athletic directors, coaches, athletes, and staff around campus. It has been a real blessing. Angela Blasi, music performance. Some of my favorite times at APU were on Cougar Walk, when I would grab my morning coffee and watch the hustle and bustle of students coming and going to class or chapel. Another favorite time and place was the courtyard in front of Munson Chapel, where students would practice on their instruments or get together to practice opera ensembles. Jacqueline Deo, 17 years of service. Marriage and family therapy. Dr. John Doyle, 13 years of service. School of Nursing. My favorite memory was working with School of Nursing faculty and students, a very special experience professionally, personally, and spiritually. Carmen Gustin, 36 years of service. University Relations. Dr. Jiaolin Zheng, 23 years of service. School of Business and Management. My most memorable event is that the Dean, Eileen Bezjian, and I worked together to create the finance major. By then, there was no finance major in the School of Business and Management. Throughout the past 15 years or so, we developed so many finance students to serve in various sectors of the economy. Many of them now work in executive positions, such as financial manager and analyst for important institutions. Charles Martican, 12 years of service. Transportation Services. Karen Maynard, 24 years of service. Social work. My favorite memory was making calls to let Masters in Social Work students know they were awarded $60,000 in government grant-funded scholarships. Also, all the wonderful social work students I have met over the last 24 years, and hearing about the great work they do to help others post-graduation. Donald Neufeld, 48 years of service, music studies. Certainly there have been, and still are, wonderful relationships with students and colleagues. While this isn't really a memory, in a very broad sense, I would like to say that after being here for nearly a half-century, it is somewhat rewarding to think that by serving on and chairing committees and councils, serving as Associate Dean and Dean of the School of Music, I may have had a small part in helping Azusa Pacific move from a relatively small college to a nationally recognized Christian university. Charlene Osborne, 17 years of service, undergraduate and international admissions. Seeing my son graduate may be my favorite memory. Dr. Elaine Richardson, 12 years of service, Office of Women's Development. Some of my favorite memories from my time at APU are related to my role as the director of the Office of Women's Development. I experienced incredible joy and meaningful work supporting faculty, staff, and students. Karen Scheid, 10 years of service, School of Nursing. My favorite memories were the wonderful groups of students who became like family. 30 cohorts of students, and knowing each student personally and celebrating pinning and graduations together. Dr. Dennis Sheridan, 27 years of service, higher education. There are so many wonderful memories of my time at APU, but certainly taking several cohorts of doctoral students to London is a highlight. What a wonderful experience to be there with faculty colleagues and doctoral students as they experience the richness of another culture and learn about innovation in higher education. Lots of fun, great camaraderie, and deep learning. Dr. Richard Slimbach, 31 years of service, Global Studies, Sociology, and TESOL. My favorite memory was back in the 1990s when Ernie Boyer, Roberta Hestenes, and other deeply Christian scholar educators were invited to campus to engage faculty in all-day conversations about what a distinctly Christian higher education might involve in our current age. They urged us to connect the traditional tripartite faculty role of teaching, research, and service to understanding and addressing the world's most pressing social, economic, ecological, and ethical problems. Boyer called it the scholarship of engagement. Diane Teague, 28 years of service, University Bookstore. Dr. Michael White, 22 years of service, leadership and organizational psychology. My favorite memory was teaching and doing research in over 40 countries, including Ethiopia, with the future Prime Minister as a student.
Each year we pause and recognize those in our community who have passed away and who are now with the Lord. This particular year, we also recognize many in our community who have experienced significant loss of family, neighbors, and friends. As I think about this loss, I'm reminded of the hymn, "Be Still My Soul." There's a line in that hymn that's quite poignant, which says, "All now mysterious shall be bright at last." So as we think of this academic year, this 2021 year, we pause, we honor, and remember faculty and staff from our community who are now experiencing the wonder of all now mysterious shall be bright at last. This last year, our community also mourned the passing of former President Dr. John Wallace. We honor John, his love for Christ, his love for APU, and our students. We pause and recognize these who have passed, the rich legacies of our colleagues. We honor their memory. We rest in the very real hope of a bright, everlasting city in the presence of our God, who will make all things right and all things new.
I shall wear a crown. I shall wear a crown. When it's all over. When it's all over. I shall wear see his face. I shall see his face. When it's all over, I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story, how I made it over. I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story, how I made it over. I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story, how I made it over. Soon as I get home, yes I am. Soon as I get home. Soon as I get.
So this has been, and is, and will be us. Shalom. Go with God.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ruiz and I'm here on behalf of Staff Council to present this year's Vivian Felix Award recipient. Each year, certain staff members unintentionally distinguish themselves as inspirations to the APU community. Their unwavering commitment to Christ is evident in their daily living, and our lives are made richer for knowing them. The characteristics of a Vivian Felix Award recipient are as follows: living a life of encouragement and service, personifying a strong Christian commitment, giving to others because they love to give and expect nothing in return, and going above and beyond their job description and the call of duty to exemplify and honor Christ by serving those around them. Now I will share a few words about this year's Vivian Felix Award recipient. This year's recipient has been a great leader through the adversity and uncertainty of this past year. This person's genuine care and compassion for his staff and students can be seen by those around him. This year's recipient has been recognized for demonstrating grace, humility, and integrity. Some words that were used to describe him were patient, kind, compassionate, genuine, consistent, and thoughtful. One person wrote, "Coming from historically Black colleges and universities and well-established Hispanic serving institutions, I can tell you that I have never met a more thoughtful, unrecognized leader. His contribution to our minority student populations at APU should be acknowledged and awarded." Another person wrote, "He has been culturally sensitive during the time of civil unrest this past summer, offering an empathetic ear to staff and students." In addition to his position on campus, he is a youth ministry leader and plays the bass for his church. He is active in the TRIO regional professional organization, Westop, and is even considering a leadership role in that organization that oversees California, Arizona, and Nevada TRIO programs. Vivian Felix exemplified service and commitment, and to honor her memory, an award is given annually to one such APU staff member for their exemplary Christ-like service. On behalf of Staff Council and the APU community, it is my honor to present the 2021 Vivian Felix Award to Armando Bustos. Congratulations, Armando.
First of all, I want to thank Staff Council for this opportunity. For those that nominated me, I'm extremely honored and humbled to be selected for this recognition. I want to thank, first of all, God for giving me the wisdom and to lead a department on campus, for the TRIO team for really being a supportive part of this entire difficult year and a half. So I just want to thank everybody, and thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today. Each of you, from our longest serving employee to our newest recruit, has contributed to APU's success. Just look at what you accomplished over the past year. Campus safety and facilities management showed up every day to keep our campus safe while most of us worked from home. The Office of Student Affairs ensured that our students were thoughtfully cared for and expanded many of their wellness services to support our full community. The Office of Information Media and Technology supported and mobilized an entire workforce almost overnight, and they continue to do so daily. Enrollment management and university advancement found creative ways to bring in more students and donations to keep us financially strong long past COVID-19. Strategic communication and engagement ensured that everyone, from prospective students to our employees to our donors, remained well informed. The Business Office, Office of General Counsel, and the Office of Human Resources worked tirelessly behind the scenes to care for our employees. Our athletics department did everything they could to bring our student athletes back to campus so they could reconnect with their teammates and represent APU. Our faculty support, and student support services have continued to find creative ways to connect with students, deliver quality education, and keep APU academically strong. Thank you. Despite the background of a very challenging year, you all persevered. Each one of you is a testament to loyalty and dedication, and I'm so proud of what we have accomplished. On behalf of the entire APU leadership team, I would like to express our sincere admiration, appreciation, and gratitude for your amazing efforts, and for the work we have all done together. For those who are celebrating a milestone or a special achievement, congratulations. We know you have worked hard every day, and we truly appreciate you. I wish you all continued success.